Hey guys, Mike here. We watched a movie, drinking my shitty black coffee, talking about a shitty found footage movie. Movies that were made to play on the whole old trope of the Paranormal Activity Blair Witch Projects type found footage movies. They just don't work anymore. It's over with. But you can't really blame this movie for that because this movie came out in 2009. They made this movie in 2009. It's just now making it out. But this movie still sucks ass. It's been directed by Oren Peli, who directed the original Paranormal Activity. So in his name, now that he did that, he's producer of all the other Paranormal Activities, and he's been very successful in Hollywood, rightfully so, because he made everybody in Hollywood money with Paranormal Activity, because they filmed it for so cheap, and they sold it for so damn much to so many people. Actually a good premise for that time. It's a found footage movie about three dudes, and they're kind of bros. They kind of like to party and drink or whatever, and they were completely normal until one night at a party, one of them has a really weird situation happen to him, and he kind of disappears for a little bit, and then pops back up, and he's all crazy and weird, and all of a sudden he's obsessed with aliens. So he becomes obsessed with breaking into Area 51. He feels like he has to do it. So him and his three bros go and they figure out a way to break into Area 51. And they take a found footage camera with them. And then you see what's inside. And then boogie shit happens. Boogie shit. I'm not sure if that even counts. If you can say boogie shit or not. The most recent movie like this I saw, found footage wise, was The Gallows. So I don't have much good to compare it against, since that was the worst fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. But for a found footage movie, the acting's actually decent in this film. It's kind of on par like with the Paranormal Activity acting. The script and what they say is dumb as shit, but I'll get to that. But the acting, the main guy in this, the one who's obsessed and kind of leader of the group, he's actually decent, I think. I mean, I thought he was actually pretty good. But the writing in this movie is so stupid. It sounds like a 12-year-old scribbled on a piece of paper. Like, okay, for instance, you've got the three guys. You've got the one main guy who's obsessed with it. You've got the second guy who's the guy who the whole fucking movie is like, no dude, we can't do this. No dude, this is a bad idea. No dude, no dude, no. Just like that built-in guy that the whole fucking time won't shut up about, dude, we really shouldn't do this. Like that was his whole friggin' purpose. And then you got the third guy who's just there to carry the camera, because you have to have someone carrying a camera. Once this guy goes off for a little bit, then the next person who was all down for it 5 seconds ago all of a sudden becomes the person who's like, oh, we can't do this, we can't do this. And then when they go away for a couple minutes, then the last person's like, I really shouldn't have done this, we shouldn't be doing this. The entire fucking running time of this movie, someone is screaming, we shouldn't be doing this. Let's go back, let's go back. And I'm just like, stop. We fucking get it, okay? Do better than that. But it's a cool idea because I'm freaked the fuck out by aliens. Like, freaked the fuck out. Aliens scare the shit out of me, and I totally believe them. Ever since I saw Fire in the Sky, by the way, when I was a kid, aliens have scared the shit out of me. The idea of a found footage, and the first time I saw found footage that I can really remember was Signs, and it was an alien, and it scared the shit out of me. Like, I jumped like 3 foot in my seat at the theater watching Signs, and all those little kids were looking out the window, and that little fucker just walked across. It scared the bejesus out of me, and I loved it. Signs is awesome, shut up. So the idea of a found footage breaking into Area 51 and seeing on found footage what happens, and then the aliens going rogue or doing whatever it is they do, and making that scary, a horror movie, sounds freaking rad to me. I think that sounds awesome. Not the found footage aspect of it, but, you know, it goes through all the stupid found footage horror tropes, like, oh, we gotta make a reason to have a camera here. And just the fact that these three bros, like, decided 3 months ago to break into Area 51 and have somehow acquired all the information and all the technique and stuff to do it, which the movie spends half the time explaining, even though you don't believe it anyway. It's like, I'm not gonna believe that these guys break into Area 51. So stop trying to make it seem like they could, because they can't. And they tried really hard to like make it seem like, oh, he's got connections with someone who used to work there. All the stuff you hear in the like UFO circles and stuff like that. There was one guy who went to MIT who worked there who killed himself, and he left all the stuff to his daughter, and she helps him break in, and then they have to get these certain, like the dude's doing Mission Impossible shit. He's getting fingerprints and all this stuff, and it's just like, no, no. There's one scene where they break into an official's house to try to get some stuff that they need to break in. That's kind of intense, but it's more of a heist movie at that point than it's a horror or a paranormal or a UFO movie. But once they finally do get there, you see everything. I guarantee you, if you can imagine what you think you're going to see when the found footage, finally at the last act of the film, they make it inside, is exactly what you see. There's no real surprise to me. There was nothing really cool. If I just had a generic like sketchbook, like what everybody thinks aliens are, view of what I would find in Area 51, that's pretty much what it would be. It would be the generic aliens, UFOs, stuff like that. There was just nothing new. There's a couple little creepy parts here and there. There was like twice in the movie where I was like, oh shit, what's that? But then they never, like, the one cool thing that they had going for them, they never went back to. They were just like, this could be something scary. Let's run away. And the same found footage bullshit. The same fucking shit. And you feel duped when that happens. And I only paid $1 for this on Redbox. And I feel duped. But it did come out on Redbox today. If you're interested, you could watch it. I wouldn't. I'm going to give it a 3.5. I was going to give it a 4, but that ending was fucking stupid as shit. There's nothing new here at all, except for take out ghosts and put in aliens and add a little bit of heist film to the beginning of it. And that's pretty much Area 51. So I don't know why they didn't wide release this. I mean, if they're going to bend us over with the gallows, they might as well hit us again with this back in 2009. Who knows, but I'm glad they didn't. The aliens freak you out. Like, what's your take on aliens? Do they scare the shit out of you? Or you just think they're cool? Because they scare the shit out of me, and I know that they're real. I don't know, but I'm scared they will. When I was a kid and I used to take the trash out to the end of my driveway, we had a long driveway, I would book it the fuck back to the house because I was not standing out there alone. Because that's when they get you. Until next time, guys, thanks for watching. Share this on your Facebook. That shit helps a bunch. We're on Twitter @WeWatchTheMovie, on Instagram. All that shit's below. And until next time, click that subscribe button and get some wham up in you.